going on YouTube? EasyTech231 here. Now I've reviewed a good number of Bluetooth speakers so far, but in terms of looks, none of them come close to looking anything like this. This was a Kickstarter project, and now it's a product that everyone can get their hands on. This is the HiddenRadio 2 Bluetooth speaker, and the main selling point of the speaker is its simplicity. No fancy lights, no super awesome speaker grill design or anything like that. It's strictly about performance and minimalism. And speaking of minimalism, let's start this review out by taking a look around the speaker, since that's pretty much what we're here for. Yes, I feel like I speak for most of you guys when I say I've never seen a speaker like this before. It's sleek, it's clean, and it's actually pretty small as well. But there's more to talk about with the design other than what it looks like, and I'm talking about how the speaker boots up. So right now the speaker is on, and here it's off. Turning the speaker on is pretty awesome, I must say. Check this out. Yeah, they actually made booting up a speaker fun. So yes, the top of the speaker houses a capacitive touchpad used to turn the speaker on and off, and you can use it to play and pause music. You can double tap it to change tracks, and you can also adjust the volume. Now this here is pretty stinking awesome in my opinion, because I'm so used to mashing a clicky button to adjust the volume on other Bluetooth speakers. The top also houses an NFC chip, so it makes pairing with your smartphone a lot easier. Overall, the touch sensor is nice and sensitive, and I really didn't have any problem with it recognizing an attempted volume adjustment. Now, if you're looking for any buttons, they're on the very bottom. You have 3 buttons surrounded by a big rubber pad to prevent the speaker from sliding around your desk. There's also a microphone for taking phone calls. But the first button puts the speaker in pairing mode, and it also doubles as a power button when long pressed. The middle is a multi-room button, and the third button is a stereo button. Now I know you're wondering about those last 2 buttons, and what they allow you to do is pair the speaker with other HiddenRadio speakers. So let's say you have 3 HiddenRadio speakers, each one in a different room. You can pair them all together so that whatever you're playing on your phone, your tablet, or your laptop will play on all 3 speakers simultaneously. The stereo button is meant for 2 different HiddenRadio speakers, so for example, you could pair them together and sit them around a laptop, providing true stereo sound. And taking a look at the speaker grill, you'll see that it wraps around the entire body of the speaker, and yes, it does have true 360 degrees sound, so you will have sound shooting out in all directions, and it's really quite nice. I put the speaker in the middle of the room, played some music, and it filled the room nicely. So overall, the design of the speaker is great. I really like the concept that they came up with for revealing the actual speaker, and the touchpad at the top was a great idea as well. Now let's get into the sound performance. Now I'm not going to beat around the bush. The sound that this thing puts out is pretty decent. It's not mind-blowingly great, but at the same time it isn't terrible. It's got a nice balanced sound, it's clear, and I enjoyed the results that it gave me. And I know a lot of you want to know if there's any bass, and yes, it does provide some decent bass, though it won't shake your desk or anything like that. So with the HiddenRadio 2, so far so good. Now let's get into some of the cons with the speaker. First off, the speaker doesn't get loud enough for my taste, and I'm not saying that it is unbearingly quiet. It'll fill a small room with ease. I just wish that it could get a little louder. Also, turning the speaker on can be a slight chore sometimes, with it taking more than a couple attempts to boot it up. And speaking of turning it on, the motor is a bit noisy. Now of course, I understand that the noise is because of the mechanism that actually moves the cover, but it would have been nicer if the whirring noise could be decreased a bit. And last but not least, the build quality. After seeing the speaker for the first time online, I thought that it could have been made out of some sort of aluminum or some other high quality material. Unfortunately, it is made out of plastic, which to be honest isn't a bad thing, but what I did notice is that the plastic shell was a bit flimsy and it didn't really feel like a premium Bluetooth speaker, which is a little disappointing considering how much the speaker costs. And speaking of costs, the HiddenRadio 2 costs $200. Now don't get me wrong, the HiddenRadio 2 doesn't sport poor build quality, but I've messed around with enough Bluetooth speakers in the same price range, and the majority of them are built better than the HiddenRadio. Now some of this can easily be considered nitpicking. Most of the problems are just little things here and there, and they don't really bring the speaker down by any means. But for the price, there are other Bluetooth speakers out there that I would consider first. However, none of those other speakers offer what you're getting with this speaker in terms of look and design, which in my opinion are unmatched. So the second generation HiddenRadio is a great device. It provides a nice sound, it's got decent battery life, it works well. I absolutely love the concept behind its functionality, and it just looks awesome. There are also some add-on applications for the speaker that'll be available for iOS and Android coming soon. So the company behind the speaker is definitely moving in the right direction with this speaker, and I look forward to the improvements. So if there is a third generation HiddenRadio, you can definitely count me in. So that about does it for my HiddenRadio 2 review. If you'd like one of your own, I've got a link down below in the description where you can buy one. Also, a huge shout out to SproutUp for hooking me up with this speaker to try out. If you'd like to try out some cool tech for yourself, I've got more information on SproutUp also linked in the description. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to demolish that like button. Thanks for watching, guys.